Hey, this is Jeremy from bullbearvector.com, and in this video, I'd like to share with you how to use the technical analysis charting platform on tastytrade. So as you open the platform of tastytrade, you'll be able to see your positions, your trades and activities. Well, on this panel itself at the bottom, you can see there are charts and tasty charts. So the difference between charts and tasty charts is that tasty charts has more frames that you can use by controlling the column and number of rows that you want. So if you have a bigger screen, you will be able to set more columns and more rows. If you have a small screen like mine, then the maximum you want to go is 2 columns and 1 row. But in this video itself, I'm going to share with you just one chart only so that you can replicate the same thing into tasty charts. So in the middle over here, you can see that my chart settings are already there, right? You can see there are red lines, yellow lines, green lines, and so on and so forth. So how to do it? And this is where I'm going to show you today. Now, let's look at the top left-hand corner. You can always input any symbol that you want, the type of companies that you want to research on. Once you have done, like for example, Tesla, you can start to include the indicators onto the platform. Clicking on the indicators, I have added in volume, exponential moving average, simple moving average, so on and so forth, right? If you like to follow the same thing as me, please go ahead because I use this for my own trading. If you want to add more things, you can always look at the left side. There are many more that you want to add. If you look at CCI, if you look at correlation, so on and so forth, all you need to do is just to click that button and you have the CCI over at the right side. Okay, so if you don't need it, you just need to cross the button and that's it. You can even change the style of your settings. Say, for example, for exponential moving average, you can change the parameters according to what you want and the style as well. So you can change the color, it's up to you, or customizable. So you can do the same likewise for the rest of the different indicators. So once you are done setting it up, you will look something like this. And in order for me to look at my candles, I would like to move this row down so that I can see my candles, right? Something like this. So it's like your Excel, you click on the row and then you pull it down or up. And once you are able to see the candles, you are able to do your charting, right? I like to use 1 year, 1 day as my time interval. You can also change your time interval to 20 years, 1 month, right? So it really depends on you whether you are looking at long-term, short-term time frame, right? But because I do more option trading, I prefer to use 1 year, 1 day. And it also depends on the data of the place you are. If your internet connection is slow, this is what you get, waiting for data, right? If your internet connection is fast, then it is almost immediate, right? So now you can see this is a 20 years, 1 month chart, and each candle represents 1 month of price between the open and close, right? And you can see that in 2020, the prices start to go up for Tesla all the way up to $380 to $90. And now it's back down to about 160 over. So you can see that Tesla is having some challenges at this point of time, right? So you can use technical analysis to identify opportunities, right? So now let's go back to the 1 year, 1 day, and we can identify more opportunities there. So as you can see, a 1 year, 1 day chart itself, the price has gone down quite a bit. And you do see that there's a green line and red line over here, right? I'm going to explain a bit more about it. But before that, you can also change your candle to line and you can change it to area and so on and so forth. It's up to you to customize. For me, I prefer the candle, which is the most standard one. I also can click on the setting here to change my chart settings, to layouts, to charts, to themes. And it really depends on you. If your eyesight is not that fantastic, you can always change to light. Normally, I like dark because it's easier to see, right? And then you can always look at the events. So you can tick all, right? Shortcuts and sessions, right? I don't really use or edit a lot on the chart settings. I only use mostly default of these settings over here. And then on the right side, you can see the tool button, right? So this tool button is the place where I can draw my lines. So I can use the price level to draw my lines. Say, for example, over here could be my potential resistance. I click this one and I can change the color to red. And I can label my line as R1. I can also change the coordinates to a whole number, 200. And it will automatically follow through on the chart itself. And this is how I customize my line and I click on it, and there you go, my resistant one over here. And you can also add on more and more things. So I can have my support one here. I can edit. Just double click on the line and you'll be able to change the color, the parameters of it. You can also add on other different kinds of tools, like you might want to look at channels, right? To draw your channel down. Let's click on it. And you can put down like that. And you can draw your channel like this, example. Okay. Yeah, I think it's because of the frame I am unable to push down further, but you can always edit it by pushing the graph a bit higher, right? And now I can change accordingly, right? The more candles you touch, the better it is. So this could be my channel for my up down trend, right? Yeah, you can also draw rectangulars, Fibonacci, and so on and so forth. Lastly, you can also zoom in and out, right, to see the candles and draw more accurate lines if you like, and to see those candles in a more bigger size so that you can draw and make it even more easier for you, right? So that is how I use. And if you like this kind of chatting, you can this kind of settings, you can always save it. And your friends want to use the same kind of chattings as you, you can also send to them. When you save is something like this, tasty trade charts.tw chart, and you can send it over to your friend and ask them to load it, right? So when you load it, they can click on the load button and they can load the current chart settings, right? To replace the current chart settings, right? So that's how I use the platform. And if you have any question, feel free to ask and put it into the comments, right? And if you like this video and you like what I'm sharing, please follow us on the YouTube or any other social medias. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.